Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is March 31st, Wednesday of 2021. Hope everyone is doing well. This month has gone by crazy fast. Today we'll be kind of wrapping the month up with a KlaySwap, Just, OX, then the Swiss startup launching this fascinating tokenized grain trading pilot that I am really interested in. I talk a lot about commodities on this channel, and grain is a very interesting one as far as just really understanding how the whole industry works, and then also applying blockchain to this kind of traditional industry that's been around for thousands of years. Trading commodities and really innovating on this. And then we also have this crazy exit scam in Ireland. We'll talk about that here in a second. But first, DeFi Pulse and Juicy NFTs. So $44.16 billion locked in. Maker dominance is at 16.32%. DeFi Pulse Index, apologies, right at 400.2. Now moving into Juicy NFTs, we're seeing about $3.6 million in a daily volume, up about 75%. That's good to see. Volatile market, but consistently in the millions. So now to the story from Decrypt. Millions of euros invested in alleged Bitcoin fraud in Ireland. The Irish police have launched an investigation into the suspected Bitcoin fraud, charging high net worth individuals. This is very interesting. You don't hear a lot from kind of other countries as far as cryptocurrency scams go. It's like mostly in America, but here you're seeing these Irish guys. I've been to Ireland. I absolutely love it. I'm actually most of my family is Irish, so yeah, I have a lot of Irish blood. So this is a major fraud in which suspects duped high net worth individuals into investing significant amounts of money in Bitcoin and then took control of their wallets. This industry, the reason so many scams happen is because you can't. It's not like a bank account where you can just, the bank can, if they have insurance on your account, they can potentially help you out. Like if somebody steals your credit card, they'll refund you. With Bitcoin, there's no. The whole point of being decentralized is we remove this possibility for the middleman. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You can use it for good, but also it can swing around and hurt you if you fall for something like this. That's why we talked about that Jay Mazzini story, where it was similar, but that was in New York, and he scammed a bunch of people out of it. So just keep that in mind as far as the crypto industry goes. Once you send something, you can never really get it back. Again, this is both good and bad because, again, like I said, you can use it to your advantage. So Swiss startup launches tokenized grain trading pilot. So this is very interesting. I talked about this a little bit. So this Swiss agricultural startup has piloted the use of NFTs for cutting down costs of trading grain. So this is fascinating to me because if you think about it, like let's just take one industry that maybe people are more familiar with if you're not familiar with grain, but people are really into things like collectible shoes or like these hyped up Jordans or like Kanye West Yeezys. And think about these people that are buying these up, putting them in a physical place, and then selling them. Now, what if we, instead of having like the physical shoe, you had a token that was worth one of the shoes and it was backed 1-to-1? So like you knew, kind of like the idea with Tether with the US dollars, but now in this case, like something like shoes or with this grain. The thing about that with Yeezys, like I know a lot of people who have done this where they flip them, they go and buy them at a retail price if there's like a limited drop, and then on the secondary market they flip them and make a decent profit. But one of the problems with this is you have to hold the physical product. What this essentially would allow you to do is kind of have like an Amazon model where they do all the, like somebody else does all the actual physical products. You can be anywhere in the world and trade grain. Like a lot of the people who are trading grain have to actually be boots on the ground, but this gives them the opportunity to kind of leverage blockchain technology. So I think it's a very interesting use case. I might do a dedicated video on this, but Swiss startup, yeah, launching this is fascinating. So anyways, OX, ZRX, these are three coins that are doing decent today. Most alts are down as Bitcoin kind of consolidates sideways. This is a $1.3 billion market cap. I personally think this project could get to around like $4 this bull run, $1.83, up about 7% on the daily. If we look at just JST, $250 million market cap, about 11 cents, 12% on the daily. Pretty nice daily volume as well. We saw kind of a nice cup and handle pattern here. A little bit of a buying opportunity on that dip, but yeah, I think this project can go much higher. And lastly, KlaySwap. This one is insane. I still have not participated in this project, but it has just blown my expectations out of the water. I mean, Again, let me know if you hold this one. KlaySwap is fascinating to me. People are killing it on this. Yeah, market cap 334 million. Let's see, fully diluted is 7 billion. So fascinating stuff here, guys. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about those 2 articles, the 3 alts, and that's all for today's Daily DeFi. Like, subscribe, button all, invest global, and until next time.